What's going on, everybody? Ryan Pineda here. In today's video, we are going to be talking about no money real estate investing and how you can start doing it today. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name's Ryan Pineda, real estate investor here in Las Vegas, and I've done hundreds of deals. The majority of those are flips, but we also wholesale and I have some rental properties. Now, if you've been subscribed to this channel for a while, you've seen I've done videos about flipping, I've done videos about wholesaling, I've done videos about how to raise money and everything in between. But it's been a while since I did a video about how to actually start investing without any money. And trust me, if you're thinking this is a scam or a sales pitch, it's really not. In fact, I'll just tell you right now, you can go download my book completely for free, and I'll talk about how you can flip with no money. You can go get my online course. I'll link to it below. It'll teach you all the ways we do it as well. So now that that's out of the way, there's no secret reveal here at the end. I just want you to be aware of all the different ways you can start investing today with no money. And here's the deal. Most people who think about real estate investing always assume you need a lot of money. They either assume you need cash to buy the home in full, or they assume you need 20% down for your mortgage. And the only reason I know that is because I thought the same thing starting out. Now here's the deal. I got started in 2010 as a realtor and I was not watching YouTube. I wish people were making the content that you see today on YouTube, but it just wasn't the case. Even in 2015, when I first started flipping houses, there was nowhere near the amount of content that is freely available. And so I did not know any other ways to invest in real estate other than buying it cash or getting a 30-year mortgage. So hopefully this video encourages you and shows you it's possible to start investing in real estate right this moment, whether you have any money or not. So let's talk about the two biggest ways you can start investing today with no money. The first is called wholesaling. Now, you may have heard of the term before, maybe not, but I'm gonna go over a brief rundown of what it is. Essentially, you'd be getting a really good deal under contract and then selling the deal to somebody who's actually gonna buy it. So here's how it would work. Let's say I've got someone who will sell me their home for $200,000. And I know if I fix it up and get it renovated, I could sell it for $300,000. Most people would think, all right, I need $200,000 to buy this. I need the renovation money. I need closing costs and everything in between. And they don't have the money. And so now they say, I wish I could buy this deal. If only I had the money, I could make a killing. But the reality is, if you understand what wholesaling is, you can still make money on it without buying it. So what a wholesaler would do is put that property under contract for $200,000. And then they would find a flipper or somebody who wants to keep the property as a buy and hold. And they would go to the flipper like me and say, hey, Ryan, I want to sell you this house for $210,000. Are you interested? And I would run my numbers. I would say, okay, $210,000. I could put 20 grand into rehab. I'm all in at $230,000. I'm gonna flip this thing for $300. This is gonna be a great deal. Yeah, I'll buy it from you. Well, what happens next is probably not what you think. The original person does not have to buy the property for $200 and then sell it for $210. Instead, they can just sell their rights to the contract directly to the end buyer. So what happens is the wholesaler will assign me the contract for an assignment fee. And this assignment fee would be the difference between the $210 and the $200 that they have it under contract for. So their assignment fee is gonna be $10,000 in this scenario. And so once they've assigned me the contract, I'm now in the deal and I'm gonna fund it for $210,000. 200 of that will go to the seller, 10,000 of that will go to the wholesaler, and then I'll get the property. It's an awesome scenario where everyone wins. The seller still gets their 200, I get my deal, wholesaler who couldn't buy the property still makes $10,000. Now, obviously they would have made more money had they been able to buy it themselves, but this is how a lot of people get started in real estate. If you're good at finding deals, you can make a lot of money. And even though I said we mainly fix and flip, we also wholesale just like this. Sometimes it makes more sense for us to wholesale it and make $20,000 versus flip it and make 30. So don't let anyone tell you wholesaling's a scam or there's no way to get a deal without any money. It's not true. You most certainly can. All you have to do is just find a good deal with the seller and then find an end buyer. Now you might be asking, okay, I understand the concept, how do I do it? Well, I've done 2 YouTube videos that'll definitely help you out. The first video, which I'm gonna link to down below, teaches you how to use Batch Leads. Batch Leads is a software that teaches you how to find motivated sellers. Full transparency, I'm an affiliate for them. If you use my promo code HOMERUN, you'll get half off your first month. But if you want an in-depth tutorial on how to use it, go watch that video after this video. But even if you find the sellers, you also need a good contract. If you go to futureflipper.com, you can download the exact same contracts that I use for free. And I've already made a YouTube on how to use that contract, so we'll link to that below. And lastly, you might be asking, well, how do I find the cash buyer if I have a deal and I have it under contract? If you haven't figured it out by now, I've already done a YouTube for you on how to find cash buyers. So I'm gonna link to that below as well. By the time you watch this, it might be a part of a playlist. So literally, you should be able to get started wholesaling with watching this video and those 3 videos all alone. It literally gives you all the resources. And as I said at the beginning of this video, if you just want the full in-depth tutorial, step by step, definitely go to futureflipper.com and check out my online course on flipping and wholesaling. So anyways, that's how you can get started wholesaling today with very little or no money. Now, let's say you don't want to wholesale and you want to get started flipping. How the heck do you do that with no money? Well, you're going to need to use what's called private money. And private money is going to be a friend or a family member who's got some money to buy real estate. So let's use this same scenario we've been talking about. You've got this deal for $200,000. And you know that it's going to take $20,000 to fix it up, plus some closing costs. So you need about $235,000 to do this deal. Well, if you know somebody with $235 grand, they can fund the whole deal, and then you guys work out some type of agreement. Maybe you're gonna pay them an agreed upon interest rate, or maybe you guys are gonna partner up on the deal and split it 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. Whatever you guys agree on, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, if you're getting into a deal with no money, it's all upside for you. But you're probably saying, I don't know anyone with $235,000. That's a lot of money. Well, you don't actually need to get the full amount. You can do what I called hybrid funding. And that's essentially mixing private money with hard money. Now, I've done other videos on hard money lenders. They're lenders that specifically lend to flippers and investors. Now, their rates and fees are a lot higher, but as long as you factor that into the deal, you're still gonna make money. And so you might get a hard money lender who's willing to give you 80% of the deal or 90% of the deal. And if that's the case, you might only need $25,000 to do the deal. And there are a lot of people who have $25,000. Literally, every single person watching this video knows somebody with $25,000. And I better not see any comments below for people who saying, oh, I don't know anybody with that much money. Literally, if you jumped on Facebook or Instagram, you'd find somebody right now who's connected to you. Somebody will step up to the plate and give you the money because they're about to make a great return on their $25,000 if they do this deal with you. And I'll tell you this, right now there's never been more money in the world at this time. We have printed so much money with the stimulus that people are looking for new investments. And if you could give them a good return on a house flip, they're definitely gonna invest with you. Heck, I'll even invest with you if the deal makes sense. So you know somebody right here, right now. So here's what I want you to take away from this video, that you can start investing in real estate right now. You should literally not have any excuses with money. You could wholesale, you could flip. It's just a matter of, can you find a deal? If you can find a deal, you'll figure out how to make money on it. Now you might be wondering, Ryan, what should I do? Should I flip or should I wholesale? Honestly, I would just look for deals. I wouldn't say I'm a flipper or I'm only a wholesaler. Just find a really good deal and figure out what to do with it. You may get this smoking deal and somebody's willing to pay you a $20,000 wholesale fee right now. Great, go make the $20,000. Your life is gonna change from that one deal. But maybe you get a deal that doesn't allow you to make a big fee, but you'll make a lot of money if you flip it. Well, go find the private money to buy that deal and go flip it and make that money. In the grand scheme of things, wholesaling is obviously easier. You don't have to fix it up. You don't have to go through all the headaches that come with flipping, but you do need to get better deals because you need to leave room for the flipper to make money. So I would just hate for you to turn down a deal because there's no assignment fee, but you could make good money if you did flip it. So don't categorize yourself into one box of only being a wholesaler, only being a flipper. You're a real estate investor. Even if you have not done a deal yet, even if you have no money, start thinking yourself as a real estate investor. Carry yourself with confidence and go get a deal. But anyways, I hope this video encourages you. Hope it shows you what's possible. As I said before, definitely check out all those videos that I mentioned below on how to get started wholesaling. If you want to check out the course, go to futureflipper.com. You have all the resources in front of you, so go get after it. And if you got great value out of this video, do me a favor, hit the like button. If you haven't already, make sure you're subscribed. Go follow me on all the socials. Until next time, take care.